So today's trip is all about the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we start our day off in a really unique breakfast restaurant called the Gallery Coffee Company in Munising, Michigan. And apparently, the owner collects old radios, and they have a whole bunch of paintings for sale and whatnot. So definitely a cool place to check out. So after breakfast, we took Highway 58, which is probably one of the better roads in the Upper Peninsula, to get to Log Slide Lookout. So the story was that the loggers in this area would send the logs over this big sand dune into the Great Lake to float it on down to whatever the next destination would be. It's a beautiful site, definitely worth stopping by just for the views. So we were running a little bit short on time, so we headed into the central part of the Upper Peninsula and finally made it to Lake Michigan. So this part of the Upper Peninsula had a ton of wildlife. One thing I would advise is that, take your time and just be on the lookout, because it seemed like every corner we encountered some kind of animal, which, it's kind of nice to see, but obviously there's some dangers involved with that as well. So we made our way to the Mackinac Bridge. There is a toll on this bridge, by the way, so just be ready for that. And beautiful long bridge. And then on the other side of the bridge, we stopped by to check out the colonial village of Michilimackinac. And they have a nice setup there where everything's, reenactments and how it was from the 1700s. We spent a couple hours there, which was well worth it. So we keep trucking south, following Lake Huron at this point, all the way to Rogers City. And right past Rogers City, there's a large mine, the largest one in the world actually, that mines carbonite. This is called Calcite Quarry, and it's just absolutely massive, big, massive open mining pit. And they have a nice little lookout here that you could check it out for free, right off the side of the road. So during our whole trip here, we were pretty fortunate on missing out on a lot of storms that rolled through. But towards the end here, as we're making our way towards Detroit, it finally caught up to us. And yeah, we were pretty fortunate not to have to ride too much in it. But when we had to, we would just stop and take a little break and just make sure that we avoid as much of it as we could. So we finally make it to Detroit. Me and Joe were pretty adamant on making sure we get some authentic Detroit style pizza. And I thought it was pretty good, so it didn't disappoint. So for all of you that are still with us, we appreciate your support. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. All right, thank you.